Hello, 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 how are you? Sean Ferrick here for TrekCulture, and we are coming to you with news. It's been a while because, well, there's been quite a lot going on, really, and also sometimes there hasn't been a lot going on, hence the no news videos. And also we're in a bit of a gap between series, so we've no ups and downs at the moment, but we will get to that in this video. There is, however, a fantastic opening story, one that I can say took to the skies. Not my best pun. There has been a beautiful event has just taken place in LA under the banner #Save Star Trek Prodigy. Twitter user @MegsMama spearheaded a campaign to fund a plane to fly a banner saying Save Star Trek Prodigy over the offices of Netflix, Hulu and Amazon. It took place on Thursday the 24th of August, and as you can see from the pictures, it certainly made an impact. People were quick to support this online as well, not least of which being the showrunners, the Hagemans, as well as Aaron Waltke. Of course, you had Jason Meyer, you had Bonnie as well. Everyone who's making this possible. Who are the fans? Massive, massive thanks to our friend Aaron, user @GeekFilter over on Twitter, for allowing us to use these photos that he captured yesterday while driving around LA, which is just a bit cool. This is what we love to see. It's that the community coming together to support, well, frankly, a section of Starfleet that needs our support right now. And I truly hope that this will obviously lead to a good outcome. We've no news as it stands right now about what is coming in the future with Star Trek Prodigy. We don't know where it's going to be hosted yet. Hopefully now one of these three companies yesterday will pick up the series, or even if it is only released on hard copy, Blu-ray. Like for example, as I speak to you, you can now pre-order your Blu-ray of all of season 1, which I hope you do. Just again, we're not getting a cut of this or anything like that. I just really think it will help the studios to see that no, there is a community and there is an audience there for Prodigy. So we will bring you news as it comes, but we just had to share this amazingly heartwarming story. Coming up is September the 8th, which is of course Star Trek Day. Now, this year it's going to be a little bit different. This is a funny thing about Star Trek Day, is that nearly every time for the last few years, it's had a different format. Last year, if we're being honest, it was a little bit of a, listen, it could have been better. This year, what they've done is they seem to have curated an online event, which I actually feel is possibly better. Almost because so much of the community is spread out throughout the world. There will be screenings of Lower Decks Season 4, at least the premiere. Now, I will come back to that in a moment. Jerry O'Connell will be hosting this curated event with people like Tony Newsom and Eugene Cordero getting involved as well. We have received some questions about how this is going to happen, especially with the strikes currently ongoing. I can only assume, as of right now, that this was pre-recorded quite some time ago. I do not know. Full disclosure, I do not know. We will update you as we know ourselves. It does seem to be all pre-recorded. There's a segment I'm particularly looking forward to, which is Trek's Wildest Moments. I love those kind of breakdowns. We will see what they have in store. I will say right now, I am not expecting news to come out of Star Trek Day, not this year. Obviously, nothing is in production at the moment. So those of you waiting for confirmation of Star Trek Legacy, I think we might have to wait a little bit longer for that one. What is coming is Star Trek Lower Decks Season 4. That will premiere on the 7th of September. It's going to be a lot of fun. The trailer looks absolutely hilarious. I've been really missing Lower Decks and that tease that we got in Strange New Worlds about that Pike thing that we're like totally not allowed to talk about. So much fun. So I'm really, really excited for this. We will of course be back with our ups and downs every week starting on the 7th of September for every episode of the season. Possibly with going to be some guest stars in the season. Who knows? We are hoping. The last little bit of news for you that I have today is, as we know, unfortunately, Eaglemoss. It's funny, if we turn the camera around, you will see that I did my absolute best to keep Eaglemoss in business. In fact, I tried, okay? I tried. Now, after that incredibly seamless insert there, where I definitely didn't have, I made a bit of a hames of putting the camera back after I filmed the ships. So, thanks, Martin. Yes, I tried my absolute best to keep Eaglemoss in business, but it turns out one collector wasn't enough. Who knew? Who knew? The license has gone to the company Fanhome, which is a part of D'Agostini. Now, that is fantastic news, first of all, that the line is being continued, and they've already come out and said that they will continue with ships that were not released as part of the Eaglemoss line. So, what does that tell us? We're thinking of the Stargazer from Picard, and of course, the Titan A, or Enterprise G, whichever one they choose to go with. Perhaps a larger scale version of the Enterprise F. Now, we also have ships like the Archimedes from Lower Decks, and we have, oh, what's that ship? The Protostar, which I was so upset that we didn't get one of those with Eaglemoss. Or, with the clip that was released of Prodigy Season 2, the Voyager A. There's also the Enterprise A from Star Trek Beyond that never made it into the production line of Eaglemoss. There are so many different possibilities for what could end up on this production line. There is something right now which is a little bit of a it's something that requires chasing, and that is, I got in touch with their customer service department to inquire about shipping, because as it stands, they supply to some countries, but not all. By which I mean, as I sit here in the Republic of Ireland, I'm not on their mailing list. I mean, I'm gonna buy the stuff. So they ship to the UK, Germany, Austria, they ship to the US, things like that, but that leaves out big parts of the market: Canada, Australia, and of course Ireland. So what I would like to request of the lovely, lovely people watching this video is for us all to show this company that those markets are there and ready to be tapped into. You know, there's ways and means, but it would be great if they could just ship directly to us. That would be wonderful. So I will continue to stay in touch with them to see if that changes. And if it doesn't, perhaps as a fan community, we can come together and help those of us who are not in those countries that they ship to. A little bit of news for those of us who've been following Master Replicas. Master Replicas took over for Eaglemoss when they shut down, and they have been providing not only some of the old stock, but some of the unreleased stock as well. For example, they released the XL of the Stargazer, they released the Vancouver, the Caretaker's Array. It's been fantastic. And expensive for a collector, but sure, listen, this is the collector life. It was with a little bit of sad news that they didn't get the license to continue with Star Trek. They did try, they released a statement online about it. It's not all sad news, because they are continuing with the Doctor Who line and of course the Stargate line, as well as the Expanse and the Orville. So check out these various companies. You won't be disappointed, unless of course you're looking for food of any kind. Folks, thank you very much for watching along. You're awesome, you're wonderful, you're brilliant. Remember, you can follow us at TrekCulture over on YouTube, as well as Twitter, and of course at TrekCulture YT on Instagram. I am at Sean Ferrick on the various socials as well. You are awesome. Live long and prosper till I'm talking to you again. Don't forget to check out our podcast, which will drop on Tuesday. You are wonderful. Talk to you again. Thanks.